Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to teach you how to access Claude Code if it's blocked in your region. Now, why would you want to do this when you can still use Claude's models in something like Cursor? The main reason is cost. If you give Claude or Anthropic $200, you get a lot more tokens or a lot more usage than if you were to spend $200 on Cursor, for example. And that's because they kind of subsidize your plan because they want you to give money directly to them and use their app, essentially. So I'm actually in the top 1% of Cursor users in my region, but I actually don't use Cursor at all anymore. I just use Claude Code for cost reasons. 1 month ago, I spent like $800 on AI that month, and I could do a lot more if I just had multiple Claude Code subscriptions. I also wrote a text guide for this in case you prefer to read or if I skip anything too fast, and I'm publishing this as a Notion site, which I'm going to link in the description of this video. There are 3 problems that we need to overcome to install and use Claude Code. The first one is a VPN. This sounds easy, right? But there's an advanced step we can take using an app called ShadowRocket, which makes your VPN setup much better. What I mean by this is that I don't want my whole computer network to be on a VPN just so I can use Claude Code. That will make everything else slower and everything will think I'm a bot and it's just bad overall. So we're going to install something called ShadowRocket, which lets you customize when your VPN is used for what sites and when it's not used. And this means that we only use our VPN for Claude or whatever you want and not for other things like Gmail. I don't want that to go via the VPN. The second problem we need to solve is getting access to a foreign phone number. So this is really easy if you have a friend in another country. If you don't have a friend, don't worry. There's other ways. And the last one is foreign payment method, which again, you could use a friend, but there are also other ways to do it if you don't have a friend who's willing to help you with this. You can get ShadowRocket from the Mac App Store. It costs like $2 or something, which is very cheap in comparison to what you're paying on AI credits. So just get it. It's a pretty nice tool. First things first, we can't even make a Claude account because we need VPN access. So I'm going to teach you how to set up ShadowRocket so that you only send Claude network requests via the VPN and other network requests don't go via your VPN. So I recommend Nord because it's easy to integrate with ShadowRocket. Other VPNs are probably easy too. It really doesn't matter which one you use, but just for this video, I'm going to use Nord. So how do you set up Nord with ShadowRocket? So I already have Nord on my computer, and we could just, for the sake of this, we could just go connect to Taiwan, which is not blocked by Anthropic, and then we can refresh and oh, I'm refreshing that particular page. Okay, we can click try Claude, and now it works, right? But again, as I said, I don't want the VPN on my entire computer. That's the point of this tutorial. So I'm going to disconnect from this VPN. And now I'm going to go to my Nord account. So here's the link. I'm going to click NordVPN. I'm going to scroll down to where it says set up NordVPN manually. Click that. Go to service credentials. And then, okay, let me just verify my email real quick. Be right back. Okay, I've logged in. So take your username and password here. We'll start with username, copy it, go to ShadowRocket, click plus in the top right to create a new server config. Make sure it's SOCKS 5 for NordVPN. If your other VPN server has a different method, that's great. Just do whatever setup works for your provider. You can ask AI to help you set this up. Paste your username and password. The port is 1080, and I use the Netherlands server because that's the closest one for me. And make sure when you paste the server, you don't include HTTP. The rest of the settings you can do the same. Cool. Now we've added the server. Now we need to add a config. So what the config means is this is the rule set. So this is where we're going to say, hey, if this network request is for Claude, send it via the VPN. If it's not for Claude, send it via the normal route. So in the config page, click plus and paste the URL in this Notion. This is a custom config that I've already made for you. So paste that in. You will get a config called Cowboy Claude. I already have that, so it didn't update. Now we can go to test rule and then try Claude.ai. And if you added the config correctly, it should say policy proxy, which means that requests to Claude.ai are going to get proxied, which is what we want. Now we come back to the home, make sure that we are on the server we added. This is the one I added just now. I'm going to turn it on. Make sure that you don't have the other VPN on at the same time. Only turn on one VPN at once, otherwise it's going to be weird. Now, if we go back to Claude and click try Claude, boom, it works. And now we can proceed. Now we can proceed with the Claude sign-up flow, so just follow the instructions. For some reason, when I was signing up, it didn't ask me for a phone number, so I can't show you how to do that. Previously, I used this website called SMS Pool to give me a US number for like one-time use. Anthropic seems to be not asking you for a phone number anymore. If that changes, the guide on how to do that is in the Notion document. But for now, it's not asking you, so great. Okay, now we need to solve payment method. So how can we get a foreign payment method? Firstly, honestly, you can just try your own payment method. Mine failed when I used my real address. So here are the ways we could do that. The easiest way is that you have a friend in another country who will let you use their details. Very nice. Not everyone is willing to trust you that way. The second thing your friend can do is if they already have a Claude account, they can gift you a Claude subscription. So that's what I did actually. I just got my friend to give me 3 months of max 20, and then I paid him $600. Easy. Now I just need to talk to him again in 3 months. If you don't have a friend, no problem. You can actually buy prepaid gift cards or Visa cards, sorry. So there's many places you can buy these. You can even buy them on Amazon. So go to Amazon, just search virtual Visa, get one that has the balance. That's exactly what you need. So this will cost like $206, $207. And then you can use that to buy the plan that you need. And yeah, so that's how you can get a foreign payment method. Now to install Claude Code itself, you just copy this command, paste it into your terminal. I'm not going to press enter because I already have it. But now you can use Claude. And on how to use Claude well, there's many guides on how to do that online, so I won't show you. But yeah, happy coding, and now your tokens will be much cheaper.